Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, let's start with today's news. Our Chris Sutton, now come aside when they talk about the match where Arsenal will play against Chelsea for the Emirates today. So Baba Conde of the opinion say Arsenal need to respond with a win against Chelsea again, because when you look at the way Arsenal they play, Arsenal don't lose confidence, and Chelsea on the other hand, Chelsea don't even look like the team where they beat before, because Chelsea under Lampard don't lose like back-to-back losses 5 times back. I guess so. For that reason, they a bit pessimistic say Chelsea go fit do anything, but the fact say Arsenal self no even get confidence based on what Man City do them, so they never recover from that shock because they were at the top before, now they are below Man City. So but still at the end of everything, it just be optimistic say Arsenal go fit win Chelsea 2-1, but we can never tell. And another thing people got to understand is say this is a derby, and for derby, form is usually thrown out of the window. You get now pure emotions, pure passion. You get now you go to see for the stadium. You get someone just to see how everything go end. For the reverse picture, I think we beat them at their home in the Stamford Bridge. So now we say that they come to our Emirates, and we really need to go back to winning ways. So what just is what Arsenal gets for us today. Alright, so away from that, so Arsenal women don't lose 3-2 against Wolfsburg, because I mean the family I go watch the match until somebody want to me say watch am for YouTube, then DAZN, I think one channel like that. So I can go stream and there Arsenal injury time, extra time. Let me start from again. So they call the play. I don't know if they don't cause Arsenal with individual errors, because when you watch the match was heading to penalties. Moy can go do an individual error for your own boss 18 or your own boss 18. You go the attempts to dribble, where you go Santo ball, you want dribble Wolfsburg player, and you say you don't tire, you get, and you say be woman again, come collect ball for your hand, square play, the boss net, empty net, get. So now so they take beat also very painful, get something where you say you they pass ball for you get acres of space to decide what you want to do. You can't talk saying a dribble, you want dribble. I don't just know. Well, I don't just know, Sha. Alright, so I thought I can come aside from media setting ahead of the match we don't play against Chelsea. So but back on the talk say Champions League qualification is not enough for us at Arsenal, because when you check out, we don't qualify for Champions League. Yes, people are unhappy, saying like the fact that people know they're happy with just Champions League qualification, because that is supposed to be the standard. Guys, so Champions League is supposed to be a norm. Some people say a normal level, whether you play well for the season, you don't play well, supposed to just see get the Champions League qualification. Say, but now people the reason say we need to get something bigger, which is a very good ambition. I like it, but the fact still remains that we don't have the type of players we need to take us to that place again. So now from this transfer window, we'll start to get those kind of players. I don't expect us to be buying the likes of Tavares, not really Tavares, but another person will be like Tavares or Lokonga or Pabro Mari, all those kind of players. Get, I don't expect us to be going for those kind of quality. Now we should be going for men. Get, now what me they expect. So but back also in the talk, so we need to pay special accolades to many people who do hard work. For us to come back for this Champions League, where we say we don't want to accept to like we've gotten Champions League with 6 games to go. Something we say we never ever do for Arsenal in over a decade, like getting Champions League qualification in the bag with 6 games to spare. No matter like 2 games to go, we'll see the fight, we'll see they do that Nigerian permutation. Okay, if Tottenham Hotspur beats Wolves and maybe Leeds Post beats Manchester United, then we'll go enter the top 4. All those kind our normal plus and minus permutation, how we usually do before we enter top 4. Now usually on the last day or second to last day, now we always know where we stand. But this time around we've gotten 6 games to go, something that has never happened. Like a lot of people did so much hard work get behind the scenes to bring us to where we are, put the staff, but people don't really they acknowledge this. But Baba the talk say, in as much as we don't really like the Champions League qualification, even though we don't get out of it, but like 6 to 7 years, everybody they fixated on the league. But you still need to pay some accolades, give them their flowers for taking you there. Something you've not gotten for the past 6-7 years. You know it's you. Now it's Baba the talk, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna make one salient point. It's gonna talk say before the beginning of the season, we knew what our objectives are. I got a smile, because the truth is nobody expected us to be in the discussion about league. You get, we are just looking at okay, let's qualify for Champions League. Champions League was our holy grail, but God so kind, we find ourselves in the title race, even though Atletico talk say the title race is not yet over again, because since he don't for this league more than 20 something years, you know say no match is easy. And when you look at the remaining matches Manchester City get, those matches are against teams that are fighting for their lives. You are looking at Leeds, you are looking at Everton, you are looking at Brentford. Again, Brentford self they pursue European places. Everybody Brighton they pursue like European. Everybody get one way that they fight for. So our own, what we got to do for ourselves now to win our own remaining games, which will not be easy. And we're starting it against Chelsea today. We'll just see how everything going. Alright, Kevin Campbell said, don't come and call the talk, say Arsenal need to get back to winning ways against Chelsea, and for him saying they predict 2-0. You get Chris Sutton saying they see 2-1. You get so what Kevin Campbell saying they see 2-0, and he can praise us for the fact that we don't get Champions League qualification. So back on talk say the difference between we and Man City. Now the fact that Man City gets 2 quality players in every position. That is why they cannot be disturbed by injuries to anybody. You know that the match they play, the last one against Fulham, Kevin De Bruyne no play, but he didn't feel it. Why? When you look at the middle of our park, even one of our community members, I don't forget his name, now enter my DM, send me one lengthy long note, voice note, where they explain some kind of things like the difference between Man City and Arsenal. And what Kevin Campbell they talk now, the same thing way in the top, because he was of the opinion that when you look at Man City midfield, you will see people like Grealish. Grealish once upon a time was a playmaker at Aston Villa. Like all ball goes to Grealish. If you hold ball, very, very creative. He did for Man City first 11. Look at Ike Gundogan, very, very creative with the ball at his feet. He did for Man City first 11. Look at people like Kevin De Bruyne, very, very creative with the ball at his feet. He did for Man City first. Like if you look at first 11, we see so many. Look at people like Mahrez. If the whole ball, they find pass. Most of them that pass accuracy are like 1995. They are very, very good on the ball. Look at our middle of the park. If it is not Odegaard, who else is very, very creative with the ball at his feet? We got a Fabio Vieira who we were expecting was going to be at least give us that similar Odegaard vibe. He could not do it. If you come on Odegaard, China Ganesha can get that creativity at his feet. China Thomas Partey can get the creativity at his feet. Our only creative spark is Odegaard, which is very, very wrong. That is why Man City, when they hold ball, they feet like give you possession, ball possession, give you like 90-10, give you like 80-20, because they have a lot of creative footballers in the middle of their park. Look at Aston Villa, they have an Emi Buendia and they have a Coutinho. 2 creative outlets. So we say if this one quench, this one go to C road. That's what we wanted to do, but it's not possible for us because we don't have the right personnel. So Babaka they explain say when you look at Arsenal and look at Man City, come on, you're not supposed to complain, because the difference between them get more quality players, 2 in one position. That's what they have. But at the end of the day, say as we don't qualify for Champions League now, we will attract the best of the best players. Something we've not been able to do for the past 6 to 7 years, to attract the best of the best, because those best of the best, those men players where they find say you won't buy, they cannot come and join you where you don't have a Champions League football. That is the kind of competition many of these kind of players want to play. So that's just it. So let's watch as things go on. My Teta said, come outside, come the talk, say, I think they like this time, say, they focus on Chelsea based on their form. They say, they look at Chelsea threats, the danger where they pose, because as this Chelsea, they have individual players that can hurt you, whether I like it or yes. Don't forget their form. This is a debut, forget their form, because people don't know will be them 2-0. We self, as we do like this now, we are low in confidence, we are down, we need to come back to winning ways. If we come back to winning ways, then we will proceed, because they beat anybody who they say. But if we never feel come back, then the problem. The 2 of us, we are down. So we'll see who will first respond. Arsenal need to respond in this match. Alright, Charles Watts, don't come outside, let us know, say Charlie Patino will be allowed to leave the Emirates Stadium, to leave Arsenal as it be, because the guy there is in search of first team football. And the truth is, we don't have space for him to play, because moving forward, all those guys, like I always talk, all those guys, Charlie Patino, Rhys Nelson, all those in Ketia, moving forward, stay like phase 4. These guys will people who day on stage 4. Them, their own duty is to bring us to Champions League. When you don't enter Champions League, when you can't buy the best of the best player, because I don't think money will be a problem. Crocus will bring us money, so more don't use money as excuse. We will bring out the best of the best players. Another time we say, we know the suffer since. You remember how we had Aubameyang, we had Lacazette in their later stages, people like Zinchenko can't come and people like what's it they call Gabriel Jesus can't come. We can't say we they miss. So look at what the striker supposed to be. Even the people can't come in, we can't say there's not even day up to what we need. If we can't buy more men, then they're gonna say we they suffer all these years because we didn't have the right players. So they celebrate mediocrity. You get it? Let's just see how the season end and how the transfer window will begin. Me and no say money will be available. Money no will be the problem because now we've got to the Champions League and the Chronicles will be happy to invest because we've gone a step further in our progressive state. So let's just see how things progresses. Alright, so Pabro Mari don't join Monza permanently. For those who know, they are aware, the deal cost £5.9 million because the agreement was if Monza escape relegation, so they will trigger the clause gets to sign Pabro Mari permanently, and they don't they safe. They are I think 8 or thereabouts in the table. They don't go high up again. I check them for their table. They get high up, so there's no way they will be relegated this season. So you don't join them permanently and wish him all the best of luck. Even if don't come outside for media second, they like thank us for everything we do for them. Especially later when they stab them on supermarkets, so everybody pray for them, all those kinds of things. We show them love. So you see how they celebrate. So now part of the goodbye what they do now, because all these kind of players they don't have a place in our stage 4 because they don't get place there. Maybe they find their square roots. They go join teams where they like phase 2. Alright, my dear Arsenal lovers, now enter the match of the day. Also to go play. So today Arsenal will host Chelsea for the Emirates Stadium again. So we'll run check their head to head. So for the last 5 games we don't play for here, Arsenal lose 2, win 2, and draw 1. In fact, last season for here, Chelsea beat us 2-0. Surprisingly, I'm just saying it. I don't say they beat us like that again. So for this time around, we are expecting a good showing again because as we did like this, we did down, then say we did down, but at least we did at home. So we'll just find anything we'll do. People never really lose much for that our home again. So we'll just see what we'll do. And then I don't forget say people like Mudryk will be super motivated to play against Arsenal again because he will need to respond to show us say him be very, very good player because this season many points in the shots. I think all the pundits don't unanimously agree say the guy na flop, like Arsenal dodged a bullet. Even though some day of the opinion say if to say the guy joined Arsenal, you could have given a good showing. Say the system of play where Arsenal they deploy they different from Chelsea because Arsenal gets at least managerial stability, but Chelsea no get the same thing. So you don't believe say to say join Arsenal in future for them more brighter, but at the same time, like what I thought at the top for me that says to say Chelsea now they flop this season because of the players who them buy, they never settle down. That no mean say next season they no go fit get 100 points. Now waiting at the right top because you can get a good manager who can change everything. And some people they forget say at the end of the season Chelsea get 4 players also where they don't buy 4 yet. When we say them buy them, can't leave them where they at the end of the season they will join people like Malo Gutsu, people like Christopher Nkunku and 2 other players again. We will join them. So at the end of the season Chelsea will get like 40 players. So they will need to throw it. That's why I always tell you that Chelsea is going to become the ShopRite of football at the end of the season. People are going to be going to say, give me that player, give me that player. I like that one, I like that one. And Arsenal said, will follow go there because we are looking at Mason Mount, we are looking at Callum Hudson-Odoi, we are looking at a lot of options there. So we'll just watch. Alright, the Mirror calling let us know say Arteta they plan face-to-face talks with Declan Rice at the end of the season because one let them know alpha because we don't get like guarantee assurance that the guy will come join us because the guy said no one come out for London, and if you don't come out for London, who are the London big weights so you would like to join? She not Chelsea, she not Spurs, she not Arsenal like that. So I believe so with the positive comments they talk about Arsenal, like the style of play, like Arteta, you get friends within the ranks, so you can't be joining a team that is not stable like Tottenham Hotspur. We say if season end, people like Kane won't find their square roots just now on the very, very weaker. But you want to go join Chelsea, we say they don't pack many players. You won't go there, go stay for bench because you don't get Enzo Fernandez. So Enzo Fernandez will either play or you go play. So I don't know how they want to do, and so he no will like to go join them. So all roads lead to Arsenal, but in football you can never say never. So hold you to watch as everything they go on. At the same time, Arteta come and say, I say, we could pay our respects to Aubameyang if the guy come back to Arsenal. Like if Chelsea use him today, maybe he step up on the field, but they either give a round of applause. Like me, they don't blow him. You get see, me don't forget the great things the guy said do for us, or the memories he gave us. He scored a lot of goals for us, even though at the later stages the guy come flop one kind, but he still did a lot. Even though he don't give us Champions League football, win league for us, we still won things like I think it's the Carling Cup and FA Cup with him. So most give a good showing, like respect him as a human being. So that was Arteta the talk. So my dear Arsenal lovers, if you know what yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen, you'll see the thumbnail. Click am as you will get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day.